just got settled back in for the afternoon sit. We saw 8 this morning. It was a really good morning. Despite missing the cold front by a day, had a couple young bucks come in, had some does come in. Just not the big deer that we run. But a couple days ago, this 8-pointer at the food plot, he finally showed back up. He disappeared for 3 or 4 days, like no morning photos, no night photos, nothing. And then he just shows up right at dark one night. Well, he disappeared for 2 more days, and he showed up last night. And with a cold front moving in this afternoon, that's going to be here in the morning. There's supposed to be a little bit of rain with it. There's a high pressure system right now. I really think these deer are going to be moving this afternoon. And I think I got a shot to shoot this deer. Finally, I think tonight could be the night. But I am going to shoot a doe if a doe comes out early. I do plan on shooting her. Noah's at the cutover. And he's going to do the same thing. We're just trying to get a deer killed. None of us have shot a deer all year. And it's almost mid-October, so we got to break the ice and get one on the ground. But I feel really good about a night for one of us, whether it's a doe or this buck, or just a buck that I haven't seen at the cutover that shows up for Noah. We should be able to get a deer killed tonight. I'm excited, so let's sit back and see what happens. I saw her fall right up there. She was cornered to me really hard, and I tried to tuck it right in front of her front shoulder, where the neck kind of meets the shoulder or meets the body. And she dug me a little bit. I should have said "Mag" and pulled her head up, but yeah, I don't think she went very far. That's a big doe. That doe's come out. I see that deer all the time. She's actually blown at me a couple of times, so that's payback. But it's still early. I mean, it's only 5:30, and I've seen 4 deer. So don't put it past me to shoot another one. We're gonna get quiet again, let it settle back down, and hopefully we can shoot this buck. But she went right up here on top of this hill and laid down. I'm not getting down until dark. Or not getting out of here until dark. I've got 1 arrow left, so I'm gonna wait for this buck. She was a little quartered away, which is a good thing. I think I probably got 1 lung. I definitely got liver. Probably got 1 lung. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the shot. I had a couple blades of grass in my way that were kind of up in the shoulder area, so I aimed a little bit back, but I definitely think I kind of pulled it a little bit too. So it's been an hour and a half of daylight left, so let's get quiet. Hopefully get some more deer back out here and see what happens. But it's been a great night so far. Well, it's just now cracking daylight. We slipped back into this stand at the back this morning. It's finally November. It's November the 1st, and everything is right except for the moon. there's about a 20-degree difference in temperature from yesterday morning to this morning. It's in the low 30s right now. Wind is whipping. It feels absolutely freezing. But the moon is completely full, and these deer moved all night long. I'm hoping just the fact that it's so cold will get some of these deer up on their feet. The deer we call Hollywood showed up last night at about 3 o'clock, and history with Hollywood says if he disappears for a while and then shows up at night, he shows up in daylight that morning. So I'm hoping history repeats itself, and he's standing here at about 20 yards in a little bit. I don't know where he came from, and I never got a picture of him leaving. I think when I got him this morning, I think he was coming out of his bed. So fingers crossed we catch him slipping back into the bed. But there was 2 more shooters in here too. Everything's right, and hopefully we can get one of them on the ground. Alright, well, we just got settled back in. It took us a while to get the camera arm and everything set up, but we weren't too loud getting in here. We didn't bump anything, so we didn't see anything this morning. This cold front moved in last night, so I'm hoping it gets these deer moving. We saw a couple deer in here the other afternoon. We sat in here yesterday morning, but this is definitely an afternoon spot, catching these deer coming back to bed. We brought the gun and the bow just in case there was a buck cruising or chasing a doe across the creek we couldn't get a shot at with the bow and whatnot. I saw a younger buck in here the other night cruising, so hopefully the big boys are up on their feet. The cameras last night showed that there were a couple shooters chasing. So hopefully one of these deer in here, there's 2 deer that I know of that are in here. But at this time of the year, anything can happen at any time. It's finally November, and a cold front moved in, so there's no better time to be in a tree. The moon's not helping us right now, but hopefully that doesn't stop them from moving this afternoon, at least later this afternoon, and we can get one on the ground. I know it's pitch black dark, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of the way. About 5 minutes ago, I just had a deer we call Hollywood walk right under my stand at about 5 yards. He's one of the biggest deer I've ever seen. more or less had a chance to shoot, especially in Georgia. He's definitely over 150 inches, no doubt. But I couldn't, the moon was so bright that I could see the deer, I could see him. But it wasn't legal shooting light yet. Anyway, he worked off in front of me and then ended up going back to my right, which is in the complete opposite direction of where he beds. He came in on a tree that I sprayed a bunch of buck bomb, and he followed that straight to me and then ate acorns around me for a couple minutes. As soon as it gets a little daylight, I'm gonna grunt a little bit and spray some more buck bomb out and see if I can get him back in here. But if our morning is gonna continue like that, then it should be a good day. We had a great sit yesterday afternoon, so fingers crossed we can get it done. Not the biggest deer back here at all. I saw a 150-inch deer this morning before dark under my stand. But that deer's old. He's busted up. And I knew that if he came in, I was going to kill him. And I just absolutely drilled him at 10 yards max. My hands are freezing. I can't even grab my bow or grab my freaking hand warmer. We had a doe come in down this road. I was shaking like a leaf. And I thought that bigger buck was going to follow her in. He never did. He's dead right here. I don't know, 50 yards. I'm sitting here looking at him. There's not a tracking job needed. I see him. I'm gonna keep sitting here. Maybe another buck will come in. It's the rut. Who knows? These deer don't seem too spooked. They're just kind of walking off up here. So thank God for that. So it's been a great morning. We had a great hunt yesterday. So hopefully Brody can get one on the ground. I'm gonna make a couple phone calls and keep sitting here and see if we can get this really big deer on the ground. It went all the way into here. And I hit opposite shoulder and it backed out. But, I mean, I don't know how much it still broke off in him, I guess. I mean, about half the arrow. You see him piled up right there? I told you he didn't go 60 yards. I watched him fall. Tell me that ain't one of the biggest bodied deers you've ever seen. Their body's huge. That here's a toad. Laid up all nice and pretty for us. Oh, he broke that off not too long ago, actually. See where all this is like dulled down? Because he's been rubbing on trees and stuff. And he don't score a lick, but he's 4.5 years old. And I don't know. That's the biggest body deer I've ever killed. Not even close. That's the first buck I've killed in 7 years. I don't know if you realize that or not, but it's been a long time. It's been a long time. I mean, I know he ain't big, and I know I saw a 150-inch deer this morning, but I was shaking like a leaf.